Well, hello. So, how was your week? This is Sister Circle. This is our Sister Circle. This is Connecticut Housewives.
And housewife of Connecticut.
Okay, so I'm learning that we need to have a better hook because they say you got like 30 seconds before you get in there. You got to tell them what you're doing, jump, and then all these different classes that I'm taking. You know that. But
Yes.
anyway, how was your week today? Anyways, out there, come on in. Welcome. Let's see if I can follow on my YouTube page myself on my phone because now you're on your phone, right?
I'm on my phone. For some reason, my computer was not going to let me do it today. Rude.
Okay, so so dog check, dog up check,
Dog's in here, check.
pop fed check.
Look at that. So now I'm able to access it after all that on my laptop. So I'm going to switch to my laptop, yeah?
Sure, try it. You might be coming in twice. Go ahead. Don't click off this one yet. Go. Okay, so now you're a third person. Let me see. Techie, tech. Oh, because you have two things. Now you got to click off one because it's going to sound like echo.
Okay, hang on. Let's see. Hanging up on my phone.
Can you see my screen back there? I have a nice vibe going on with a nice garden scene.
Uh-oh.
So we're just two non-techie people over the age of 55. If you're wondering, just come on in. If you're non-techie and you're over, we all people are welcome.
Yes. I tell you what, if I'm welcome and I'm like the most non-techie-ish of all my siblings, everybody's welcome.
We got this.
Yes.
Right. See if I can watch it.
See if I can. Yeah.
I even love. Let me see if I can see us on my husband's laptop. Look at. Can you see? Oh, I already had. You have to remind me that you only see yourself.
I only see me.
Okay.
Oh, Jamaica.
Yeah, so I'm gonna log on to his thing. So anyway, take a deep breath. Woosah. I love how I keep earrings, any kind of earrings, instead of taking them off in my room or in the bathroom, on the coffee table. So now you can tell I'm downstairs today.
Yeah.
So I'm always just finding whatever available earrings are anywhere. Hello, daughter of the Most High.
Daughter of the Most High.
Hey, ladies. We're doing very well. Missing you. I'm glad to see you on.
That's right.
Wow. Type in. How's the US going for you? Because I'm ready, girl. When you're ready to go back to wherever, I'm in your bag, girl. I'm with you. Ready to go. Neighbors, exactly. That would be so much fun. I don't even know. My husband wouldn't even be able to pull me back to the States. But he'd be like, girl, hold it down. I'm on my way. 60 days behind you.
All is well. All is well indeed.
All is well. So I'm still trying to log into my husband's laptop. So how any appointments for Pop?
So yes. Pop has 2 appointments for this month. I'm so excited. Only 2 appointments. Yeah, yes. Yes.
And they're getting better at doing online, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The video, we either have telephonic or we have the video calls, and it was amazing. I do. The thing is, I do like the fact that it causes him to get up out of the house. And that part, is kind of important. But yeah, it's a relief not to have to, continually try to encourage to get the juices flowing to get outside to get to the appointment. So it's nice to be inside and do that. But yeah, so I have my grandsons this weekend.
Yes.
2 under 2. 2 under 2.
Yes. And so when you go, you take them to church with you, do they do you put any of them in the nursery or whatever, or do you hold on to them all?
I held on to, well, actually it worked out really good because my eldest daughter had the 2 under 2 on Friday after she got out of work. And then the youngest daughter and her boyfriend had the 2 under 2 from like 2 to 7:30 or something like that, on Saturday. And then on 7:30, they came to me, called me up, say, hey, we're on our way. I make sure to have dinner ready because I have one that will be patient and then one that will not. And of course, it's the youngest one that will not be patient. So I have to make sure that the food is readily available. So when he comes in, they can go ahead and have a seat and have a bite to eat. And then all is well in the world with the child.
Of course. So this is my little concoction to try and catch some of these. I have plants in the house,
Uh-huh.
so it's like here, little bitty, bitty,
So what do you have
bitty.
in it?
I put honey, some honey, a
Uh,
little bit of vinegar, I think, and some soap gel. Of course, because I'm prepared today,
yeah,
they're not gonna, you know. But if you see me, we're talking, you start see me going like that, it's because I have nice big plant. Like if you look behind me, see how
yeah,
big that plant is right there,
yeah.
right?
Colossal.
And then I
What?
have another one just like it on each side of the window. And so,
Did you have them out? You must have had
oh
them
yeah,
outside before because
oh
I don't remember
well.
seeing them
Plus,
inside
my
last time I
friend,
came.
she goes to Florida every winter or whatever, and she just had one of them just sitting outside, and it was in the snow. So I said, well, I'll take it home. So I've had it. So that's how I kind of accumulate some of the plants that I have. Uh, And I got
Hmm.
one over there, so a
So
nice
those
fig
are
tree that I thought it was dead, and the fig leaves are coming back out again. Yeah, yeah.
nice. Uh-huh.
So yeah, so I love my plants, and when I start to repot them, I'm glad. Middle daughter is like she starts to sneeze because she gets allergies. So whenever
Yeah.
she can tell whenever I have all the plants and the new soil and the so I haven't quite done that yet. But I'm
Right,
downstairs.
right,
Look
right.
how I
Wonderfully
know.
bright.
I meant to put this the other way,
The sun
but you
is
can't see. There's a really
showing.
beautiful orchid right there, a live orchid. I might do- Yes, I love
Wow,
it.
that's amazing.
I love it, love it, love it. So,
So Dora Most High said she would like to go back to visit one day if Yah
oh
is
really?
willing.
Not to the way the world is right
Mhm.
now. I want to go and live,
He's
girl.
gonna
I want to go and live.
visit. I tell you what, it's like I guess you don't know until you. That I love that the screensaver you have on
Right?
there. Looks amazing. Uh huh. Sure does. And that chair is like
Girl,
so
you know
antique.
how old these chairs
Like
are.
though that is Espanol
Yes.
old.
So I love the scenery
Yeah.
over there, but the screen, the. Let's see if I can do this without knocking stuff over. Um, I kind of want the
Yes.
window to face me this way. So
Oh, so the sun will shine on
yeah,
thy
let's
face.
see here. I
Shine
just
upon thy
closed the back
face.
door so you can't, because I love the double doors. Look, I love those double doors.
Oh
So
yes, darling. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
so look at how bright
Mhm.
the difference is.
Wow. Oh,
Well,
I'm kind of like blending into beautiful plants indeed. I'm actually that's from Daughter of the Most High. I am kind of like blending into everything. Like we all
mhm,
look, I look the same color as
mhm,
everything
mhm.
around me.
Yeah. So we definitely need to do like our baby sis said last night is to wake up before she goes to work, which means 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and even earlier for you, and go walking or whatever with our phones on. Do it together.
Yeah,
So that
I
would
do
be
it.
yeah. I need to because
Yeah.
just need
Well, let me tell you. So I actually gained not a whole pound, but there's water weight also. But I went to the gym today, and today was weigh-in day, which is like not the greatest
right.
day for me. So I actually gained almost a complete pound, a couple of few ounces short. You
Good.
know, yes, lighting
Good.
is
Good.
good.
Downstairs, this is the bay
So
window. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
So and I actually could turn around and face my window, but I'm content where I am right today. I'm not trying to move anything
Today
around.
you got a whole week. You got a whole week. But actually, uh, yeah. So yeah, yeah. Oh, so you said last night,
Uh,
um, I need to go. Look, I got 2 days to lose a pound because I got that lady that I, I have this lady.
Girl, you can get the sauna. You gotta
I
find
have
somebody to
lady.
sauna
Yeah, you said sauna, and I don't know if the one that's down the street from me, if they have a sauna.
and drink no
Really?
water. Drink
That
no
seems like that's
water.
the thing. Like to help you to flush out. So then, so with the last,
Yeah.
okay, I got you. The last couple of days, I don't know. What do I have to fast for 2 days, daughter of the Most High? Because look, I
Yeah.
need to lose.
I'm not doing so high, but
I
yeah.
know. And then there's a couple things I just want to really just run down because there was office buildings across the street
Yeah.
and there's nobody. I just want to
Mhm.
like run down behind their building, come back up, and that would just feel like get my blood pumping. There's nobody there, but I'm always so chicken to walk by myself. I'm saying that out loud. I could be healthier weight like muscle.
Is
Don't
it,
beat yourself
it?
up,
Yeah, it could be a healthier weight, like muscle.
honey.
Hmm.
This tush has been sitting on the couch, so I can't give myself. I have to be honest. I would love to grab onto that, and I do that. That is a thing, muscle. But I have not been working on any muscle. I've been working on this muscle.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
good
I
healthy
actually
stuff.
have been going to the
Yeah,
gym. I
yeah. So
have been
yours
going
is
to the
probably
gym, so
muscle. And mine, I don't know. I'm
it's the
eating
same.
good healthy stuff. I'm not eating past 6 p.m. I don't
Mhm,
eat a breakfast type. Well, I have my shake, but I try not to eat anything solid until after like 11 or 11:30, 12 o'clock. So that's
mhm,
intermittent fasting. So I am like doing all the things, and then no carbs after like lunch. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So
Dang.
I
Yeah.
know that the age is a factor. And then
But you're not
I'm
doing
not,
this though.
but I was on my thing with Jigger, but I need to walk more. I do need to walk more. I need to
But the thingamajigger, which is that's good for your
lymphaticness. Yes.
lymphatic,
Yes.
health, right? So,
Okay.
yeah, I am going to the gym, getting it right, getting it tight.
Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. You come back next week. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have like one
Mm.
pound weights out here. You know, so I said 1 pound weights.
Oh, so I was using 12 and a half pound weights today, and I kind of tell you, it felt like I was like lifting
I'm
like
sure
50 pounds. I'm
spaghetti.
like,
Then
this
your
is
arms
only
feel like
12
spaghetti
pounds.
afterwards.
I'm like, yeah, I felt a little, wimpy. But I'm gonna do the workout. I'm gonna complain about it a little bit as I go along, but workout's being
Well,
done.
you've always been that
I
workout
want to
girl.
get
I've always been the
in.
I eat no, I eat. I've always been the clean eater, and I just automatically
Yeah.
been a thin
Mm.
girl, a thin mint.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
about gaining a pound. Yes.
So today he wanted me to do. Okay, so today is like an
Your
overall body,
your trainer. Okay.
trainer. So because I was only going three times this week, the
And
first
that's the
day
new
is
trainer, right? Because you got a new trainer.
no, it's still my old trainer until the 13th
Okay.
of March. So but can I just tell you that I've been having problems? You know how we've been having problems with the
Yeah.
left shoulder. Well, now I mean the right shoulder. Now it's
I
my
know what's up
left.
with that. Because when I was there with you, it was my left, and then all of a sudden it was my right. She said, "Yeah, be cracking me up."
We crack each
You know
other up
what?
too.
It's because even mommy, our mother was like, she called us last night because of course she's not going to talk to her without talking to me. I'm like, oh, I'm about to dial in to
You know.
y'all.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
she listened to last week where my father called. My father just picked up the phone randomly. He doesn't call. He yells for her over the balcony. Doesn't call anybody, and he remembered my mother's phone number and called her. She's like, "Is everything okay? Like, did your daughter dial it for you?" He's like, "I dialed it myself." So she
Hmm.
was cracking up. So I did see her post, and I deleted one because she was maybe laughing so hard when she was trying to type it up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So your
Sorry about
trainer,
that.
sorry, excuse me.
So trainer. So long story, he told me that I'm not taking in enough protein.
That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. And not hard boiled eggs, uh, medium boiled eggs. Because I was, me in my classes. I'm in a different class, and she said when you boil the heck out of it, there's not as much protein and nutrients in it as if you have it medium boiled. Like you know how Daddy likes it.
Right.
Daddy likes it. What's it called? Poach,
Sunny side
poach,
up.
poached egg.
Oh,
Yeah, he likes
poached.
poached
Yeah.
egg, which is sunny side
Poached.
up. So if we do it a
Mm.
half a step more, a
Or
quarter,
over
yeah, over
easy.
easy. If
Yeah.
we do a medium boiled egg, because you got your little machine,
Yeah.
girl, and it
Got the
tells you how
machine,
much water.
honey.
Because you put that much water in, that's a hard boil. But if you put that much water,
Yes.
there's a line that tells you soft boiled egg.
Yeah. Did you get one too? Oh, so you have
I
one
had mine
already. You
from
had
our
your
cousin
switch.
A.
You had your switch.
That starts with the A. Our cousin that starts with the A. She had one,
Uh-huh.
and I went right out immediately and bought one because it was so cute. So I've had it for like 2 years or so. Yeah, I need to
Mm-hmm.
go visit her. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Especially
Well,
when she's right down the
it's
street.
winter time and
Seriously?
nobody does anything here in winter time. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. You said 19 degrees when I
girl.
talked to you?
Yes, yesterday was. It
Mm.
felt like 13. It was 19 degrees. Felt like 13. Where is it? Where you are,
It
daughter of the
was
Most High?
83. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's see what it is for today.
Okay, while she's looking it up, I can tell you that yesterday it was like 83 degrees. When I talked to you guys and my rest of siblings in the evening, it was
Wow.
81. It was hot. But it's been so windy. Like today is even windier than
She
like
said she was like eggs. I get it. Well,
oh
you know what though? I think
yay.
that daughter of the Most High. If correct me if I'm wrong. I think that you're a vegetarian anyway, right? Or vegan? Which one? Like that, because you guys made that bomb dinner for my family night that I would never forget when I was there. Uh, you
I'm
know what I'm
coming to her
saying?
house.
And her little community got
Mm.
together and they just cooked for us while we were there. You can get protein from nut. Yes, girl.
Yeah, yeah.
Them
I
Brazilian
do
nuts,
the
honey.
pre.
That's why I can't lose a pound because that's the good fat.
Oh,
So I just take
yes.
3 of them. I went from the lady who's my holistic person said, "Oh, you can have a quarter cup." No, I can't have a quarter cup. No, I can't because I'm not losing any weight. So I need to go back to my 3 a day, like I'm taking a pill.
But did you lose? Were you losing weight when you were taking 3 a day?
It wasn't.
You bet.
I
You
wasn't
bet.
as stuck.
What she
It
sells
wasn't
you.
as stuck as I am right now. I eat clean
Okay,
meats.
gotcha.
Also, she eats clean meats.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So and yeah, my trainer was saying chicken and fish, chicken and fish. I need to have some more
I
chicken and
love
fish in my
chicken and fish. My
life.
kids got
So
so sick of it, but that and I love cabbage. If
yeah.
I could have a head, girl, if I could grow a patch of cabbage and have some cabbage,
You can do it. Did I tell you that by the time that one of my grandkids came home with a little cabbage, little seedling, whatever, we put that thing in the ground. We
what do you
ate that
mean?
thing. We ate
What do you mean a seedling?
their school actually 61 degrees.
What? Okay, she's down south. She's
Mm,
down south. That's like, yeah.
mhm. Yeah,
No, 45 for me. That's New England still trying to hold on. But look, by the time we hit 45, it's so much better than 19. We're like, oh guys, it's hot outside. Let's go for a walk. So maybe I'll try and go for a quick walk today before like I said, it's because I don't live, it takes a village. I want to walk with my village people.
but you know what? Until you get your village people, you're not
You know
gonna
how
get
long I've
out
been waiting
there.
for my village people?
You don't want to be big
Waiting for
booty Judy.
what happened? How'd you gain so much weight? I'm waiting for my village. Right? It's like, God, yeah, you look like a village. Get it? Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
So, oh,
Yep.
so, all right. So I'm just
What?
going to jump right in. We said welcome.
And go ahead and finish because you know I didn't get finish telling you the story of my
Okay,
grandkids.
and the cabbage. So
So
their nursery school gave them seeds for cabbage,
so the nursery school gave them a
or
little
just your
plant,
old.
and we planted.
This is for your
Was it was my granddaughter when she was actually in school. She's
right.
schooling now, but you know when she was in school and she was a little
Okay,
tear tot,
okay.
she came home with one. We put it in the ground. That thing grew. I said, okay then.
I
Yeah.
I'm going to claim that this year will be the first year that I have. I tried cabbage. There's certain things that just, but I need to enrich the soil too. I'm pretty good at adding new soil, but you got to have new soil because. But anyway,
Yeah.
I would love to go out and pick a cabbage every day. Oh my gosh, or every other day.
Yeah. So Dora Most High said in all caps, Miss Going for Walks was telling my son I need to start
Mhm,
back.
mhm, mhm,
Facts.
mhm.
Yeah. So
So you grew that cabbage.
I'm super excited. So back to this. So the cabbage get grew, and we were gonna eat it, but when I turned it around to one side, it looked like I don't know, some other critter was having a blast with it, you
Mm,
know. So we had cabbage, but it wasn't actually
mm.
that cabbage that day, you know. But it was like the whole idea of her
Oh
seeing
my
it grow
goodness.
and all that
Yeah,
good stuff.
yeah.
But it's nothing worse than actually growing something and to your appearance, you know, to look at the eye, it looks amazing, and then you realize, wait a minute, what's on the back side of the
Yeah,
no?
yeah. You got to grow some for them and some for you. Some for them, some for you.
Exactly. Exactly. And start planting some of those flowers that actually keep all these
Right,
little things
especially the
away, you know?
marigolds. But then, yeah, I love companion flower growing gardening, companion
Yes.
gardening. Yeah,
Yes.
I gotta start pulling all my
Yes.
books out,
Mhm.
girl. I got all the gardening books. Pull them all.
I
It's like I got
know.
time.
And it's March. We're already
No,
behind.
not
You
me,
know, we're
not
already
me,
behind.
because I'm in New
Oh
England. But
well.
yeah, you. But good, you can come on. Let's get
Well,
this party started. Start planting out little seeds.
yes. Well, the thing is, you know, my well, I wasn't able to do the tilling and all that of
Why you do
the
that? You're
garden
older.
bed.
Do the.
I said I wasn't able to do it. I have garden. I have
Yeah,
garden
yeah.
beds. What do you call
So I'm
that?
saying, yeah, do lasagna gardening where you just put the newspaper down and put the stuff on top of it.
Yeah, but the soil is still the soil is not. It's partially depleted, but it's not depleted enough to where I can say, hey, you know, it needs to be mixed up, and then.
So this is why I have the gnats because it got the little dead stuff in here.
Oh
Yeah, I'm gonna close.
no!
Let me
Oh my
close the
goodness.
window so they can't come out. Get in there. so so
Stay
this
in
is
there.
people are stopping. What?
Daughter of the Most High said, I would have still ate it. That's a sign that
The
it's real
cabbage?
good. And
I know
she is not
you peel the
wrong.
leaves off from the bottom. Peel the leaves off from the bottom. That would be
Yeah.
me. Because you wait so
Mhm.
long for it to
Yeah.
mature. That's why we can't. You got to have more than just one. You got to have like
Yeah.
10, a row of them.
Facts. Hmm.
Yeah. So there's
Hmm.
that.
I said, "You doggone worms."
Or for me, it was raccoons. Not raccoons. It was squirrels.
That's why you need a dog.
Did you
Mm-hmm.
just say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you just say that? She said
Did
a dog,
again.
girls.
Again. Back to my grandkids before I forget, the two and the two. So they're at my house and they spent the night and I had to, I said, okay, I have to get up early enough to be able to get the younger ones freshened because you give them bath night, freshen them up
Mhm,
in the morning and then get grandpa, pop freshened up also so we can all
mhm,
go to church. He wasn't feeling good. But let me tell you something. So the 2 year old actually, I laid down a little, those futon
mhm,
mattresses. I laid the mattress down on the floor next to the zip up tent that was open on top. It's a little mini one for
mhm,
like kids, right? So I can put the almost 1 year old in there because he's the busy one, right? So I had to zip him up. I'm saying I want to be able to see him and zip
mhm,
him. So ironically enough, after they ate on Saturday, the after the bath, the little 1 year old went to
oh,
sleep. But the 2 year old, I said, this is the bed for you. Lay down on the mat. So he lays down on the futon mattress that I have
uh-huh.
on the floor, and he goes, ah. I said, well, all right. So I lay down too to see how it felt, and it
Mhm.
felt great. So then I'm going into the room, and the little boy comes into the room and sleeps with his Beamer. I'm like, oh Lord.
The
So and
two-year-old.
he's 2 year old. So he's a little nasally, and that little boy snored the whole night,
Mhm,
whole night snoring. So I even after propping him up, he was still snoring. So I said, you know what? If I get him another night and he's got that, I'm gonna put some Vicks vapor rub in the
mhm,
nostrils, on the chest,
mhm.
and let him roll with it. But yeah, but he woke up refreshed and good to go. But the 1 year old that went to bed first, about 3 or 4 times, about 4 times easy. He said, yeah.
Mhm.
So I got up. I wanted everybody else to wake up. And but he didn't really okay, pat his back, he's back to sleep. And then I go sleep a little longer and yeah. I said, what's going on here? Gave him a little pat, back to sleep. So after the fourth time, I felt like, here am I, here am I. I said, no, I'm not gonna get any sleep. He's gonna have to work out his own soul salvation tonight.
And the gates up, so he can't fall down the steps, so he would be able to
Yeah, so gates up. I also had
walk
one of
his
those
way
pretty
to.
I have one of those portable travel mattresses for the kids.
Mhm,
Uh, don't judge me. Anyway, so I had that up over, where the stairs are, but he couldn't get out of the tent anyway.
mm.
But he after the first one, and he realized that after all those fake things, he realized she's not coming back. He just went to sleep,
Maybe he was dreaming.
and that's possible too.
Yeah, maybe he
But
was
when
dreaming.
I leaned over and saw that clock say 2:30, I said, "Oh, nah, bro." This,
Right,
this,
especially
this,
when it's the day before church.
yeah, the night for yes, absolutely. So, and the little guy would have slept longer, but Scotty barked, and then it was on like popcorn. I'm like, no, but 7:30, you can't complain, for
Mhm.
toddlers.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask, daughter of the Most High, is your son being homeschooled, or is he back in regular school and loving it? Just curious. Yeah.
Hmm.
So again, I know you and I don't have any tags or whatever, and when we share what we purchase,
Hmm.
it's just for our own purposes because we're not getting paid for it. But
Right. And anything we say medical is we're not doctors, we're not nurses. Long story short is seek your physician for anything we may say. We're not
exactly.
trying to
Let me
oh
say something.
my.
So my husband just
Air what?
purchased this white tooth repair.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it came in yesterday, and he went
Oh,
to put it in the bathroom
oh.
upstairs, but my son was in there getting ready.
Okay, keep talking because I have to answer this. This is for the car. Hello.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have to.
Hi.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. Yes, I am homeschooling. Awesome. And is he like in? I'm gonna guess maybe fourth or fifth grade by now. What grade is he in? I remember. Buffalo Network.
I'm not there yet.
You know, Gold Coast television. Yeah. He didn't want to go to school. I hear that, girl. I hear that. I mean, I think that I didn't really give my girls a choice.
Okay.
And then when they got
Bye-bye.
and then my son, when I did, he got to be like 10th grade or whatever, or ninth grade, and I did ask him if he wanted to go to a tech school, and he said no. So I was like, at that point, on the fourth child, I kind of was like, oh, I really wanted him to go and learn a trade with his hands. But you know what? He can take that saw that's in the back there. He can take that thing apart and put it back together, and that's what he's
Yeah,
been doing. So
that's
I'm
amazing.
thankful for that. Yeah. So he didn't
Not
want to
to
go to
mention,
school.
when he was like 2, 3 years old, he could actually call off every car driving by. This car, this year. No, no, no. I'm like, what? Kind of what?
He's been a car. Yeah, he came out the womb like his
Enthusiast.
father,
Yeah.
calling out cars and repairing cars. His father said, "Man, he's at certain ages, he knows more than his father did at that age. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, when it comes to
Oh,
cars, and definitely now,
mm-hmm.
definitely so. Oh, so back to the toothpaste. 'Cause I waited for you to come back.
Yeah. Thank you.
My husband had been researching it,
Uh-huh.
and we didn't know. My son had also been researching it because that's how for a long time. So it came in the mail. My husband went to put it in the bathroom, but my son was in there taking a shower before he had to leave, and my husband was getting ready for work.
Mm-hmm.
And so it stayed on my bed until I went upstairs to go to bed last night. Because you know how for me, when I'm on the first level, I stay downstairs all day long until it's time to go to bed. Then I go upstairs and I'm like, oh man, I got all this, got to put these books away, take this stuff off my bed, and
Yeah.
this is on the bed too. So
Uh,
I just picked it up and I put it on the bathroom counter upstairs in the bathroom.
yeah.
And so then my son went in there to go to bed, and he's like, knocked on my door. Thank God he always does that. I
Yeah.
knocked on his door too.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, come in. He said, ma'am, what is this, ma'am? And so he says, I have been researching hydro
Appetite.
appetite,
Mm-hmm.
hydro appetite, something, something, something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Nano. And I
Yeah.
was like, boy, what did you just say? And so, cause I didn't look at it. And he said, I've been studying this for a few weeks now. And who purchased this first? I said, your father purchased it. So he's on his way home. Talk to him, right?
Yeah.
So they stayed up all night long talking about this thing. And so this says 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
And my son said, oh, well, I was looking at 10% because 10% is better. I'm like, I never even heard of this thing. And my son with the scientific
Yeah.
name right off the top of his head,
Mm-hmm.
So it was cracking me up. So I figured I would share it with you guys. So it says
So,
mint flavor, but it
oh
tastes
yeah.
like bubblegum.
And so I was telling you, I think I showed you the toothpaste that we got, and
I
I
don't.
showed you the same thing. My husband was actually looking at the same thing I'm looking at, but just mine was actually more percent than his. So yeah, same thing, not the same kind of toothpaste, but the same ingredients in the toothpaste. Daughter of the Most High says, I guess it was 4th grade. I guess.
Okay, you're right. Because when you're homeschooling, like you kind of lose track of grade, whatever,
Yeah.
especially. So I remember that too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
awesome, awesome that he
Yes.
wants to stay homeschool because you know, yes, especially the way of the world right now when they're teaching your kids. How is your daughter dealing with that with your second grandchild with him? Like they teach stuff. Well, if you prefer not to be a this, you can be a this, even though you were born this.
Oh well, I don't think I think we're gonna be okay with him. He says he's not getting married. He doesn't want to deal with any of that. That's gross. He had a sex education class, and he was like, "Oh, this ew, this is disgusting. I'm getting out of here." so, so he left the class and
Well, but how old is he? What grade is he in for him to have sex education? See, that's the
he's
thing.
13, and I want to say, well, he's 12. He's 12. He'll be
So
13.
like sixth grade, like they're teaching you sex education in sixth grade.
So if she's so 7th grade, I guess that's this year. I can't remember if it was this year or last year. So yeah, 6th, 7th grade. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just tell you,
Yeah.
mm,
So, but
that's
he
funny.
was so grossed out. He said, "Oh no, no."
I don't think they have a right to do that to teach those classes too. Again, my kids weren't in public school at that time,
Mhm.
so but I just don't. I think that should be up to the parents.
But you know what? Not every parent talks about. I actually started talking about the kids' anatomy, at younger ages because
Yeah,
I wanted to know. God forbid something happens, you
right,
can be able to express yourself to me, whatever. Even though
exactly,
I was there when they were toddlers and stuff like that,
right.
I still want to,
Oh, definitely, and we did that too. Like, no, these
Mhm.
are like people are not allowed to touch you in this area,
Right?
and blah 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 blah. So that's very important. But I don't know.
Yeah. You know, all I can say is we can do as much as we can do. You know, uh, and all I can say is
And there's we have active parents that are like you and myself and like daughter of the Most High, but then
yeah,
you have other parents, and then we'll just say they work in one or two jobs, they're trying to put
mhm,
that food on the table,
right.
and so you know, so this
But
that way
you
the school and the streets and their friends teach them stuff, you know.
right. So, Daughter of the Most High says, I think that education should be taught at home. We totally agree with that. Yes, we
Exactly,
do. We're
exactly.
not judging anybody else, but this is just our personal
Right,
opinions,
right.
you know, and how our personal beliefs,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
But
I think it should be taught at home too, but you know,
if
because
anything, they should be teaching abstinence in school, not sex education. You know what I'm
you know
saying?
what I'm saying?
Teach
Exactly.
them how to respect their bodies and let them know that their bodies are a temple. Well, maybe not temple because that's too like religious, right? But
Well,
long story short is,
it is a temple though. I mean, even if you're an athlete and you shouldn't be doing drugs and alcohol and all the other things to your body because your body is a temple. So I think that
exactly
that's
right.
still, you know,
Yeah.
but
So, but you
but yeah.
know, find their secular way to explain it. And, you know, so where they're not even trying to go to the sex route because you don't want to give that special thing that God's given you virginity away to just any old person. You
Mhm,
know,
mhm.
it's so. But unfortunately, you know, you don't when anyway. It's
I
all
love.
and
Did you
you
ever
know
get to
or
see
you
that?
don't.
Did you ever get to see that show Jane the Virgin?
I didn't really watch that.
I
Just the
watched
name
it.
kind of set me off a little bit. Like
I
this.
watched it with my daughters, and she it was very. It had some very good points in there, especially when the grandmother was saying how you know a crumpled up dollar bill is still a dollar bill, you know, or a crumpled up rose
Mhm,
is still a rose, but you want
mhm.
to try and preserve that rose for as long as possible. So that was yeah, I thought it has some very good values, and my daughters and I watched it all together. That and with the E, a lot. We have some of our favorite shows that we watch together.
I did really like Anne with an E. It was
Yeah.
really, really pure.
Mhm.
That's something you would see on Pure Flix also if you had it, you know. And yeah, so I like those kind of clean, healthy, wholesome stuff. I'd love to see more Black people in these kind of shows.
Absolutely,
People of
absolutely,
color,
absolutely. Yeah,
any kind of
and I agree with Daughter of the Most High. She says I understand that, but I still think parents should take that time to have the combo.
oh
Absolutely,
yeah, 100%.
absolutely.
I
Yeah, and
understand that
I
means
just
100.
and that's our prayer because I think that us as people of color,
Hmm.
we're circling back around to where
Yeah.
family values are important. Because before, I think you and I we were talking about that just yesterday, where our father and other people our father's age in their 80s and 90s or whatever, they their thing, and we're not first time immigrants or whatever. They were just trying to put food
Yeah.
on the table, and
Oh,
then
mhm.
their ideal of being a good parent as a father was I'm putting food on the table. You got heat and you got clean clothes. What else you want? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But our generation is like, okay, we know that our children need comfort. They need hugs. They need to be told that you love them, support them, teach them things. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I think that as each generation is coming around, we're understanding the value, and the value's always been there. But
Yeah,
we're
it has.
getting back. Well, first of all, the government had to play a play and a part in
Oh,
dividing
absolutely.
us as families. So we just let's just be real on that part, you know.
Okay. Hmm.
So I love how we come in, we start talking about this. The next thing you know, we're talking about raising kids and homeschooling and the government breaking up our families on purpose because
Oh
we have
yeah.
friends who are on the government assistance and you know, hey, you know, we all do what you got to do. We all do what we got to do.
Hmm.
But I'm like, they come in, they had the best hair, they had the best clothes. And a
Mm.
lot of times our family, because our father was working and our mother was working, we didn't qualify for
Food stamps or lunch at school.
yeah, at least lunch at school. I was like, I'm appreciative for my peanut butter and jelly sandwich and my apple,
I
but
had girl, I had to work in the cafeteria. I had to work in the you know
so you
in
could
the
experience
ovens and the
school lunch, so you could
washing
experience
dishes.
school
And
lunch.
I wanted
But
to
you know
get
what
that
though?
pizza, girl, because
But
I
you know
owe
what
my
though?
little free if I actually worked in the cafeteria.
I didn't know that you did that.
Cafeteria.
But you know what though? Our parents did give us lunch money because I did stand in the
Yeah.
line. We had
Yeah.
lunch, you know, so it was fun to stand in line and eat lunch with other kids. It's just that we were paying for ours and everybody else got theirs.
Hmm. But still,
And
I did work in the cafeteria because I
that's
you know
cool.
mhm.
That's cool. And that thought never even crossed my mind. I don't even know how you even came up with that.
Girl.
Because you actually worked there or you volunteered in there.
Oh no. I'm going to need some money. You
What?
know, I guess like a little bit. I get a little chump change. Girl, you know I was all about dollars back in the day.
How in the world did that even come up as an opportunity? I don't even understand that. Like on the board, it's like, oh, we need.
But I've always been you know a side hustle kind of
Yeah,
person. You
you
know,
have.
2 years
But
old. You know,
I don't
take it.
understand how. Like, how do you know there's an opportunity to work in the? Well, I guess were other students working in there? Because I don't remember.
No, I didn't see anybody working there besides me. But we had a. I guess I can say her name. Well, Miss C that lived down the street from us was actually like the head food service
Maybe
person.
that's why you had it in because I didn't. That's an in, girl.
Yes.
I don't.
I got my couple of pennies and I got the free pizza.
That
That pizza was
pizza.
good back in the day, girl.
It kind of was. Yeah, I could never eat the. Going back to elementary school, I could not eat those French fries. They would always get stuck in my throat for
Yeah,
some
that's because
reason.
they were dry.
They just always got stuck in my throat.
What's the
My
other
mom,
say?
she said, my mom was a single mom. I remember those food stamps. I also
Mm.
got free breakfast and lunch. That was like the bomb, man. I
I
was
mean,
like,
you guys were
man,
like lucky.
I know, right?
Gum and cheese, girl.
You know,
Man,
you
my
know.
eyes were open once we got a chance to have some government cheese. I was like, oh snap, this is some good cheese. Real cheese sandwiches, that cheese. What? I
Hmm.
didn't know how much we were missing out on. I'll be
Hmm.
darn gone.
Yeah, and
Real
I do remember
mm,
WIC. WIC helped out a lot when my girls were little. I have to say
yeah.
that.
Oh, I did WIC.
That program.
We were both in the military or at least had military spouses, and we were on cotton picking WIC. Go
I know,
figure.
right? Qualify for WIC and as a
Qualify
military,
for WIC.
right? Exactly. And our husbands were military. Yep. After we got out, because we worked for the military too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That's why.
Well, I got out and came back in, but you know.
Yeah, that's why I pray. And I'm not sure if we said it last week, but because my brother already posted it, one of our nieces, baby niece, younger than my kids, just had a baby. So I just pray for her because it's
Yeah.
a lot of work, man. It's a lot
Yes,
of work.
indeed. It is.
A lot of
It
work.
is. I pray that she gets all the support she needs. You
Yeah.
know.
And because we're talking about that now, it's funny because we just saw her in the car with our brother yesterday with the baby.
Yeah.
And
And his name means praise God.
yeah,
Start him off right, honey.
yes. See, WIC is a valuable program. I hope they don't
Mhm.
get rid of that because there's people out there. They're trying to do a 1-2 punch to POCs, and the
Mhm.
people who are being affected the most by the government shutdown stuff now is not the POCs.
Girl, we know how to live. We know how to survive.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know.
But I was watching one of those congressional, but it was like one of those non-congressional hearings or whatever with oh Lord, I can't even think of her name right now. Elizabeth anyway, she's Massachusetts
Yes.
representative.
Was she the Native American that
Yes,
the
Pocahontas. They were thinking
made
from
fun?
Pocahontas, whatever. Yeah, her.
Yeah. She said her mom
So
was
Warren,
say what you're
Elizabeth
saying?
Warren.
Yes. Yeah.
So can I just say that it was very they are doing what they're supposed to do. But they had someone come on. Maybe it was a show after that. The show after that was it was a show after that. I stand corrected. I'll tell you about that afterward. But
Well, pause before you change the subject. She said the WIC program came in handy, especially buying fruits. Praise Yah. Absolutely. Yes.
were we able to buy fruit? I don't remember that part. I know cheese, eggs, milk, and like baby food or formula. If you
I think I'm trying to think. Maybe fresh produce. I think there was some fresh produce that you were allowed to get.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But now it's so far.
Exactly. That was like 24 years ago.
Yeah. So Warren, go back to Warren.
So she had all I can say is that committee, that the committee was actually committee, and they were actually putting everything down. You know, people were coming in and saying, you know, giving their life story or what's going on with them right now, you know, and how things are happening and how it affects them and stuff like that. And I thought, wow, this is what we need. Unfortunately, you know, it wasn't like, you know, in the House or wasn't in the Senate where everybody could actually see it. You know, it was kind of like in a side room. But people need to just get an, you know, I'm not really I'm into politics as much, but it's really good to know what's going on. You know, plug in every now and again to see what's going on. You know, that's what I'm saying. But there was one Caucasian lady on something else I was watching, and it was like one of those forums or house. No, one of those what do you call it when you come when the representative comes in and all the civilians come to the one place.
I don't know.
Okay, well, anyway, the woman
like a town hall meeting.
Right? And she was saying that you know what's happening is really affecting her. She's concerned about how it's going to further affect her because she has she's raising her grandchildren, three or four of them, right? And they're all teenagers at this time, either preteen or teenager. And she was saying that the daughter couldn't take care of him because she's on drugs, and so was the boyfriend. or the husband, or whoever, whatever the male was, and that she's raising them on her own. If they're taking, the only that's keeping them afloat, and it's not actually meeting all their needs, but it's actually filling in some of the gap, was the WIC, not the WIC, but we call that the food stamps. And she says, they take that away, then what? I don't know what we're going to do. We're already in dire straits as it is. I mean, it's you know what can we do?
Right.
We're concerned for ourselves and what's going to happen from this point on. But I don't, you don't want to say that the other party, that did not win, it kind of is moving on this a little bit slower than whatever. But I mean, it's just like, you see what they're doing. You're trying to put it out. You put out the fire, but it's like right now is an inferno. It just hasn't spread as far as as far as it intends to spread. Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just so much going on.
So when you talk about town hall meeting, you just reminded me. My husband received a message today from his siblings that said that Roland Martin there's going to be a town hall meeting. I think I'm not sure if it's today or tomorrow. Roland Martin on YouTube.
Yeah.
His channel, Roland Martin, and they want, I guess, the 47 is going to be having a address the union or whatever type of speech. So I'm not sure if it's today or tomorrow, but let's you guys you can look for it afterwards. And he said, don't watch it. Watch, come to Roland Martin. They want to get like over 150,000 people watching, and because 47 hates it when his ratings are low. So we're gonna have our own town meeting, and they're gonna have Roland Martin's like in DC, and they have some minister in New Haven, Connecticut, who's gonna be speaking.
Really?
Like what? Connecticut in the house.
So, I love the fact that he actually has a lot of like, he got a lot of feelings about what's going on right now. I don't like that. There's a lot of profanity coming on because they're so intelligent that I feel like they don't even need to use profanity.
I mean, you and I, and daughter of the Most High, we get that. But I mean, what all of our pastors all throughout growing up says, you got to eat the meat and throw away the bone. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because the message is still going to be,
Yeah.
So that's that. And then going back to our niece having a baby, I saw a YouTube video where this lady was in Walmart, and she had 5 kids of her own. She was a person of color, and this lady, whatever aisle she was in, she kept hearing a baby cry. So she's like, and she says she was halfway paying attention because she has her own 5 children, and then she was like trying to put stuff in the cart, and she had 2 carts, and she's talking to her mother, and her mother's like, what, whose baby is that? And then she finally said, I hear it, but I don't know. So she keeps doing her shopping, and finally she gets to the register, and this lady is there with this baby, a young girl, maybe early 20s, and the lady was just, I guess the young girl was following her through the store, seeing how she took care of her kids, the woman with the 5, and she says, she started putting her stuff on the rack, supposedly. And she said to her, well, why don't you go ahead of me, because I have 2 baskets worth of food. You go ahead of me. Yeah. And the girl said, you sure? And she said, yeah. So she said, I need to go get one item. This is what the young girl said. Her baby's still crying. So she said, well, can you hold my baby for me? And the lady said, I have 5 kids. Sure. Because she understands that you're a mom, you're stressed out. The baby looked really, really, really young. Like maybe.
Don't tell me she left that baby. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hear a story, girl. I'm trying to hear. I wish I get to the plot.
I know you and I the same. She said, barely just born. She said she was taking a while. So then the lady said, well, how about I'll take her stuff off, and let me just start bringing you through. So the lady said, okay. So she says the baby was cold. The mother was dressed nice, warmly, but the baby only had on like a onesie and some socks, and the baby was freezing. So she said she put the baby right here, and then she told her son to give me your sweatshirt, take it off. So she took off the sweatshirt, covered the baby, immediately stopped crying. So she's putting stuff on the thing, paid for her groceries. Her son took the groceries to the car. The mom left the store because it was like 30 minutes was going by. She wasn't in a rush. And finally, she went to the front of the store and said, "Hey, can you roll the camera back, please? Because this mom went to look for her." And she even walked through the store to see if she could find the mom. She couldn't find the mom. So they rolled the cameras back. That lady gave her the baby and walked straight out the door. But she had postpartum depression. And then I'm not saying that it's okay.
I'm like, give me that baby. Give me that baby, girl.
But she said, so her thing was, I went to Walmart with 5 kids and almost came home with 6.
Jesus,
you know what I mean?
Jesus.
So they called the police, and the lady was following her because she was trying to find a good person to leave the baby with,
Wow.
and she saw how the lady was with her kids.
Yeah.
So the police came. All the people had that was supposed to come came, and her mom, she called her mom, mommy, I had the baby. The lady, she told her the whole story. Her mom said that girl probably has postpartum depression. She
Yeah.
was following you around the store to see how well you are with your kids, and she was looking for somebody to leave her baby with. She's like, but you weren't even in the store with me. But you know how moms know, like you said,
Yeah.
you even knew before I
Yeah.
even said it.
Yeah.
And they found the girl because she was on camera, and she took the baby back. She said that girl said that was the most beautiful. She thought it was a little girl. The baby was so beautiful that she thought it was a girl, but it was a boy.
But
It was a boy. So and I guess that she came from some other place to Alabama. The situation with the boys, the baby's father and family didn't work out for her, so she was in that town by herself, no money,
yeah.
desperate, postpartum. So so they gave the baby back to her, and she said, "Hey, if you look, what can I do to help you?" Because that's what I think any of us would do. What can I do to? She bought like blankets, 3 blankets, and baby clothes, and the bottle thing, and the bottle warmer, and whatever the girl said she needed. This girl bought.
Yeah. Thank
So
you. That
I
just
just
warms my
it
soul.
does, and it just everybody needs a little mentor. I mean, for
Yeah.
her to travel by herself with that baby, it's hard out there, y'all. It's hard. And
Hmm.
like I said, we're not saying that that's the right thing to do. But what do you do when your back's up against the wall? You need help.
Hmm.
And she said, "Oh, at least she gave the baby to somebody and didn't just leave it outside somewhere. Thank
Yeah.
God." You know what I mean? That's
Hmm.
what everybody's saying. And thank God. If you have 5 kids, you obviously care for kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then the way she's
Well,
I just saw
well,
right now, I just pray for that young lady, Lord, that you just give her everything that she needs, that her confidence will be built back up. If she needs family support, she'll get support. If she needs to
yeah.
go back to home, wherever it was, Tennessee, wherever she was from,
Mm.
give her what she needs, Father God, so that she can raise this baby to be the child of God that you want it to be.
In the name of
Give
Jesus.
her the encouragement. Take away that postpartum depression. And we know
Mhm.
that it didn't work out with this man, Lord, but you have it all. You already have it all mapped out, Father. Just let her be able to hang in there and take it
Yeah.
one day at a time. And we
Hmm.
pray for that, and we thank you for it right now in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you in Yah's name, in Jesus' name.
I mean, but can I just tell you? So I have always wanted to do, um,
Doula type stuff.
well, that too, but foster care.
Yeah. I
Foster
tried it
care.
twice. I tried it
You know,
twice, and
my
it,
whole thing is you have to have a spouse that feels the same way, and I just could not bring vulnerable children into a household that you didn't have two committed people for doing
yeah, and they're serious about that, so they have to approve you for that too. But
without a doubt.
I went through that class like 3 times. One time in Tampa, and then I
Mhm.
ended up having my own baby,
Yeah.
and then twice here. And
Hmm.
it just wasn't the timing wasn't right. And then I think I had daddy after I finished going through that foster care class. Daddy came into the house, and then they had to reevaluate, so I had to put everything on hold.
Right.
But I definitely did go through that program, and yeah, the, what the world needs now is love, sweet love, right?
And the facts. And you know what? It's funny because probably within the first 2, 3, 4 years I lived here, I actually went to a home for children
Hmm.
just to volunteer or to look into volunteering. And then I think, then we were doing the whole Pop was having some things going on, whatever. And I said, I just can't try to balance two things at once, kind of thing. But my heart is there.
Right.
Something about children, they're so vulnerable that they need someone that just to love on them,
Hmm.
and
Exactly.
so, but yeah,
Especially
that's
when we feel
that's.
like we have so much to give.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's so important. So I just and then you think of that one girl, and then that lady told her story on YouTube,
Hmm.
and another person followed it through and repeated it. I'm like, there's so many women out there that just don't have the help and that they need. And then it
Hmm.
all does boil down to slowing down. Don't be so hungry for love, which we all need love. But I mean,
Hmm.
as far as choosing that mate, you know what I mean?
Oh,
But
without a doubt.
say again.
I said without a doubt. Daughter of the Most High says I have considered it in the past, and that's amazing. And
It's
yeah,
hard. Oh, foster care. Yeah. Yes.
Australia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. So Let me see. So I told you the baby in the Walmart story.
Yeah.
I told you town hall. Check into Roland Martin, guys. A
Hmm.
lady that I was listening to. I listen to her every Tuesday at 12 o'clock, just before I log on here. Um, she was saying that she doesn't watch the news at all, and we do need to. We can't keep our head in the sand,
Right.
but we also don't need to watch CNN 24 hours a day either, because whatever
Fact.
you think about and you bring about. I mean, if you're meditating on that thing, it's going
Hmm.
to just fester and become bigger. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
Junk in, junk out. Right. So.
Exactly.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
So that was the only new thing you had was toothpaste.
That's all that I can think of. I'm on my going into my fourth week of teaching my class at the Oh, so yeah, daughter of the Most High. I'm teaching a how to begin a YouTube page 101. um, the other thing I wanted to say, there was something else. What do you have this year? You have anything this year? Because I was something I was going to say. I can't think of what it was now.
No, I that pretty much was a weekend with the grandkids for me for this week, and appointments for Pop. Only two. Woo, woo, woo.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
What
So
was it that I was going to bring up? Oh my goodness, girl, I don't remember.
yeah.
But what? So Daddy's really quiet up there. What's he? Is he eating, sleeping, taking nap?
You
Nap
know
time?
he is watching his westerns, girl.
Yeah,
Uh, Daughter of the Most High says I can't do news anymore for a long time now. I
I
totally
know.
get it.
I know.
I get it.
It's too much. It's too much. Um, she says I stay updated in other ways.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My husband today was telling me to read because we've been watching a lot of videos on how to, like, seriously, if I were to move back to like I lived in Africa, if I were to move to Africa, how would I want my little compound to look? And so looking at Moroccan houses, how they're built. And I saw a video yesterday of a mansion or a castle, whatever you want to call it, in Providence, Rhode Island, built
Shush
by the
that.
Vanderbilts. Built by. We went there one like 2 or 3 years ago on our anniversary. We drove
Mhm.
to Rhode Island and we just drove around because it's such a beautiful place on
Yeah.
the water.
Hmm.
And we went into this one castle or mansion, and it cost like $20, $25 per person to go in. But it was our day. We went and had dinner afterwards, and it was really it was nice. And this one is also in that same area. And I
Hmm.
can't even imagine how much it costs to get in, but
Yeah.
it was so beautiful. I'm like, okay. I said, honey, maybe we can't build it that big, but they gave the floor plans of this thing, and I'm like, wow. Oh, so bringing up Deuteronomy 30,
Hmm.
it says in the NIV version, it says property after turning to the Lord. So basically, he's telling you that, okay, when all things, I'm just going to read it from the NIV if you don't mind.
I
Uh,
mind.
so when all these blessings and curses I have set before you come upon you, and you take them to heart wherever the Lord your God disperses you among the nations, and when you and your children return to the Lord your God and obey him with all your heart and with all your soul, according to
Mm.
everything I command you to
Wow.
do today, then the
Uh-huh.
Lord your God will restore your fortunes and have compassion on you and gather you again from all the nations where he scattered you,
Mm.
even if you have been banished to the most distant land under the heavens. From there, the Lord your God will gather you and bring you back. He will bring you to the land that belongs to your fathers, and you will take possession of it. He will make you more prosperous and numerous than your fathers. I
Mm.
mean, so my
Amen.
husband, before he read that before he went to work, because I
Amen.
think he watched something, and the person said Proverbs 30.
Hmm.
And so I'm just saying,
Hmm. I tell you, I ain't mentioned of like, you have this wing and we'll have this wing and get the wing for the in-laws and the family, the mom and pops and
I'm
you know,
telling you. I mean, and
children
then
all around.
so the stuff that I'm watching, I'm like, you know what? Like,
Well,
yeah, we could take the left and the right ring, and then they had the family of the forefathers pictures up on the wall, and
yes.
I just and I also did watch um a video earlier this week, but this is only Tuesday, so it's Monday or Sunday, Saturday afternoon before I went to volunteer at the home for the
Mhm.
ladies. Um, the guy was giving a tour of his Caesarean home, and it was just the house was 100 years old, and he had the middle portion. NIV is not a good version of the King James version. Authorizes version is much better. Yes, yes, I hear you though. I know. I we have both. So I actually read it from my husband's version first, and then I read it in an NIV version because it breaks it down and helps me to understand exactly what it's saying. But we do have at least three different versions of and we like the
King
new
James,
King
New
James
King James, Amplify. Yeah, got it all.
and the message. So sometimes I'll read all three, four of them just so I can get a better picture. But
Right.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
and thank you for sharing. I love that.
Well, say
Yes.
study to show yourself approved. So there you have it.
Yes. And the church that she listens to now on weekends, I love it how that pastor says, show yourself so that you might be quiet. Study, not just to show yourself approved, but study so that you might be quiet. Because if you know the word, you don't have to argue with anybody about the word, right?
Yeah.
Daughter of the Most High, I love how he teaches.
Mm.
I love how he's out of where's my friends that's
Louisiana? Oh,
no
that's a
not
Pennsylvania.
Arkansas. It's where I almost moved when we were gonna retire. Arizona.
Mm.
Right? Daughter of the Most High. He's in Arizona, and I love how his teaching and how I guess they have Saturday you can ask questions. They're on camera, and he's always giving a lesson, and even throughout the week he has it. So I can't remember what I want to say prophecy ministries or something like that. I think it's what it's called. But anyway, very interesting. I love, and he has their church bought property. They are all set. They
Mm-hmm.
bought property, and so when they say when the ish hits the fan, they going because the Bible says you need to get out of the cities and go to the mountains. They
Mm.
have their land all set aside, and they go there, and they got their canned goods and everything all stored up. They're ready to go.
That's amazing.
You know.
It's amazing.
So anywho, I forgot what I was saying before all that, but that's yeah, just digging in the word, right? That's what you got
Mm-hmm.
to do. That's what we got
Yeah.
to do. She said, "Yes, I do love the way he teaches. Also, yes, that is where it is located. Yep, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yes, prophecy ministry. See, I got to go and take my vitamin E for today. My vitamin E. Once you get over, our grandfather lived to be on our mother's side to like 96, 97, and that's because
Mm-hmm.
his birth certificate was burnt down in the churches where they used to keep it. So
Mm-hmm.
we had to guess at how old he was.
Mm.
But he took that vitamin E every day, and his mind was sharp. But
Mm-hmm.
the other thing I had to start taking again was biotin. I have never
Oh,
had
yeah,
my
me
nails
too.
before.
Look, first of all,
I've
we've always
oh,
had fingernails. Look at this.
I know
So,
we have our nails were as hard as our father's nails. I mean,
yes, and
daddy's
long.
nails were so hard you had to hold two hands to hit the clippers.
Yep. Yeah.
And so now I'm getting older and I don't drink vitamin D milk. I like,
Same.
what I drink the coconut milk, the almond milk, and all those things, but and I try and, you know, incorporate that. So I take the vitamin D pills.
Yeah, but you
But
make sure you're taking my magnesium with the vitamin D. I'd rather not take any.
yeah,
Blend it.
well, because not absorbing right. But my doctor
Mm-hmm.
also my primary care, she also gave me, I think I was taking vitamin D2 and she gave me vitamin D3.
Me, yeah,
But yeah, and I started putting magnesium powder in my water and drinking it. Yeah, for health. But the biotin is good for your hair, your nails, and your skin.
right.
Yeah.
So we haven't said anything about sister walks today.
Woo!
Yes, and I'm noticing that your hairdo looks like it looks different today. You got it
Uh-oh.
you with the
You don't want to see the back because when I don't have a rubber band or something,
you braid it.
I just take these
Here,
things and I just braid it and I
tie
tuck
it
it
up.
in and tuck it in and tuck it
Yeah.
in.
Hmm. So
Like that.
today
Look,
I decided.
yours is cute. Look, I ain't shame. I got the good
Thanks.
light. I'll just, am I in the camera?
Oh, it's just twisted. It's just twisted back and forth
Yeah, I
over
can
the
see
top.
it there.
It's over the top. uh,
And because
but,
I have my husband's laptop open there, let me see when I turn around. See, I need to get me a stool so I can just swivel around
yeah.
because having a chair, you know. But yeah, we did good. We just be talking. Locks looking good, beautiful. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, yeah. And the milk is not. Yeah, that's not real vitamin D. Vitamins in milk. Exactly. I know we need
Yeah.
that vitamin D in the sun, right? But
Yes.
if I go out there right now in that 45-degree and put my face up to the sun, I'm gonna feel like my cheeks are gonna get frozen. I might even come back in red right here because
That is funny. I'm pretty sure you need it with 32 degrees or below, but okay.
yeah, they are yes, and they
Yeah.
are girl, they are growing, honey, hunty.
Hmm.
I love it. We could have fun and be silly,
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes. So they're
Yes,
getting
indeed.
there, getting there. They're long.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So, and our brother is so excited because I've been sharing different websites with him as far as going to Ghana.
Mhm.
And so he is just now he's sending now he's liking everything under the sun when he sees something for Ghana. And I send
Oh,
him stuff, he sends me stuff. And I'm like, girl, we're gonna have to get on the plane and go and
so,
go.
so you know what their president said? I'm going to need you to exit my country.
You know,
Thank you very much. These minerals, whatever we have here, is going to be ours, not
I'm
yours.
glad. One country at a time, they're all doing it.
So
Thank God.
hopefully, and then you don't hear about the wars that are going on over their stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Burkina Faso,
So,
that
so praying for Africa, and praying for America, praying for
continent.
Africa.
Look, they praying for us. We
Oh
praying for them.
man.
It's like y'all need to come on over. At least they got peace. At
Mhm.
least they have peace of mind, good sun, good food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So any
So
who. Yeah.
okay.
All righty. So what do you get? What do you have to get ready to have for lunch?
Actually, I'm gonna have some nap. I need a little nap before I can do anything
Some
else.
nappy nap. I hear you. I hear
I don't
you.
normally nap in the daytime, but when I've already yawned twice right now, and my body's
Mhm,
telling me, "Look,
mhm.
okay, you're home. Go ahead and get that nap."
Exactly.
So that's what I'm going to
Exactly.
do. I'm going to see what
So
Pop wants for his lunch.
right.
It'll probably be cold cuts because he'll eat a sandwich in a heartbeat. Slap some
Hmm.
lettuce on it, but good.
Girl, my
Mm,
my average blood sugar has been like 112 and one. It needs to be less than 100. She said in order for you to know that your body is moving towards losing. And so I've
mm.
been averaging 112. I'm like, I am stopping eating at a certain time. I'm not eating any snacks after dinner.
That's still pretty good.
It is, but we're trying not to be we're trying not to be even pre-diabetic.
All right. So are you actually pricking your finger, or are you
Oh
actually
yes,
because
yes.
they have a thing where you can actually urinate and then put a little strip in there,
For your
urine strip.
pH balance, for your yeah, I gotta check them all out because the way that the fact that your our father pricked his finger for 15 years in a row every day, a couple times a day, I'm
15
like,
years.
this is not for the faint at heart. I don't like that.
Well, he didn't know he had diabetes in Connecticut.
Yes, son.
He didn't do anything about it.
Um,
Mm-mm,
right around the time I got here,
mm.
we need to have conversations with mommy and write down notes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know.
yeah. When did you think he found out? He found out. He knew he had diabetes in Connecticut.
Well, I found out when he got here and got him tested, and he
No,
said,
he had the stuff. He had all the stuff.
"I did not know that. None of
Yeah.
that came with him when he came." 2015.
Yeah, he had all that when he got here.
Wow.
Um,
Well, I was full. I was really shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
no, that's why one of the years he was here, we were still doing Wakaya, and I had him. He reversed it for like a summer.
well, that he was here though. I'm saying that I didn't know he had diabetes until he got here. January 2015.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know like that. We got to research it, and
Hmm.
we keep saying that we need to take a day out in the middle of the week and just talk to mommy. Go into Google Docs and just type in something.
Hmm. Because at this point,
Thank you. She
it is
says
what
use
it
cocoa
is.
butter or shea butter on your fingertips.
I would
Yeah,
do that because I'm not. We're not used to
it will
having like
help heal.
splitting nails. Cut your fingernails
Well,
down and they still break. That's like the weirdest thing ever for me.
what did she say? And what do the kids say now? Say less.
Yeah, yeah, that I have it upstairs too.
Say less.
uh,
Shea butter. Upside down.
yeah. Okay, Bart's bees. Shay.
Yeah.
I have
Burt's
Shay.
Burt's Bees.
Yeah, I've got
Yep.
the Shay upstairs also. I also have. You know what? We can also put on it. And I thought I brought it down here. I didn't. Was our castor oil. Put some castor oil on them bad boys.
Girl, I'm cod liver oil. I'm going back to like mommy and
That's
them and
what
Nana and them all the way back to cod liver oil because this lady, another lady that I was paid for a consultation was saying we need to be taking cod liver oil back on a regular daily basis. That and kefir.
I would do kefir as thick as it is. I would do kefir before I go back to cod liver.
I'm gonna do all them things.
That was
All them things. What's that? What's that? The B12? Well, tell us what it is. What's that? I see it, but tell us.
well,
What's it do?
it helps you regulate your. I think I read this off last time we were
Nah,
on.
that's the first time
So
I saw that. Yes,
girl,
castor oil is good also. Yep.
yeah, totally agree. So
That's the first time I saw that one.
first time ever you
Ever
saw.
I saw your face.
Lord help us. Okay, so let's see here. I'm trying
Well,
to
save
get
it for next week. Save it for next week.
no potty pooper. You
No, because we're at 1 minute and 4 seconds. We're over. I don't want it to cut us off.
okay? All
All right.
right.
So I'm gonna write that down to remind you to show
Google,
us
yeah.
your
Remind me Google Path.
Google Path.
Mhm,
Okay.
and then I'll show you.
All right. All right. We love you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share it with a friend.
Yes.
And then peace, love, and blessings. Thank you guys. Until next time, we totally
Thank you.
appreciate you. All right. Thank you. Leave a comment and come on back and see us next week.
Thank you, daughter Most High.
Yes. Thank you for coming in the whole time. We appreciate you. We miss
Yes.
you when you're not here.
Heck yeah.
Bye bye.